What's good, people? Thank you for joining in the 2 Cents Podcast. I'm your host and your journalist, Nino. First of all, I'd like to thank the man upstairs for waking me up, making another day, being productive, and making it back to my place of residency in one safe peace. Please, people, continue to hit that like button, subscribe, and send them subscriptions. Thank you very much. To my fans, my followers, and my listeners, love y'all down. Send some shout outs. Shout out to my partner David, USA Podcast. We will be going live this weekend. What's up, Raw Strict 9? What it do, Big Norris? What up, Marlon? Say what's up to the ladies that hold me down at my job and are showing interest in my podcast. What's up, Miss Lucille? What's up, Miss Val? What's up, the other Miss Valeria? What's going on, Miss Mary Bell? Hey, Miss Cheryl. What's up, Miss Erica? What it do? What it do? Hey, Miss Ivy. What's going on with you, Miss Ivy? How you doing? Hey, Miss Naomi. What's going on, Lil Shelly? How y'all doing out there? Appreciate y'all. What up, Baracus? Done work for what up, Freebie? What up to my nephew, Jew and Keith? Of course, my son, MJ. My grandson, Zion. What up, Big Dre? Andre Williams, one of my partners when I was younger. What up, Dre? Me and you wanted to get together, sit down and drink a glass of wine. Hey, what's going on? Kevin Warren, what it do? What it do? What's up with y'all? What's up? Been our good Big Marco. What's up with you, baby? How you doing? What's up to my partner Curtis that got his podcast, doing good. What up, C? We still gonna get together and do that collabo. You can believe that. And just thank you, people I missed. I will get you on the next podcast, but you know who I am. I got love for all y'all. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got a little email, a text message, and this fella, I don't know if he was young or old, but he was saying, Nino, I'm trying to get with this lady, and I'm trying to see what's going to make her happy. So I said, all right, I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to see what I can look up, do my research, and then if y'all are unhappy, I'm going to give my opinions, and maybe I can help you bridge that gap. If y'all are at that point that y'all have a gap, which meaning that y'all start a relationship and she's not happy. I don't know, but I'm just going on the text message that you send me. 7 things that makes a woman happy in a relationship. To foster happiness in a relationship with a woman, focus on communication, emotional intimacy, trust and respect, additionally showing affection, spending quality time together, making her feel cherished is crucial or are crucial. First of all, communication, open and trust. How many times to my fans and audience I always tell you, no matter what, no matter how or what's the depth of the relationship, whether you just in the early stages where y'all been dating a little bit and y'all in the middle stages of it, but y'all might try to take it to the next level, or where y'all been good for a minute, but sometimes it gets kind of rocky. You have kind of rocky road, it gets unstable sometimes, y'all have your ups and downs. You gotta communicate. Communication is basically the key with everything. You don't talk, then it's time to walk. You don't talk, then it's time to walk. And you can keep that for real, especially when it comes to a female, because you don't talk to her. I don't care if you having all kind of problems. I don't even care if she mad. You be the man. If it's silence amongst you guys and y'all in a relationship, and for whatever reason it's silence, don't wait for her you being on your macho man and you being like, all right, I'm going to be stubborn. She don't want to talk. Then I'm not going to talk. You be the man and try to break the ice, and then you try to see how you can diffuse the problem that y'all having, or diffuse if it's an issue that you're having with your lady friend or soon-to-be lady friend or potential lady friend that you're trying or you're definitely interested in. It is so fundamental with the communication. This includes actively listening to her expressing your own thoughts and feelings and being transparent. Well, what do women basically look for? One of the biggest things when they're trying to date a man or get to know a man or probably take interest in a man. Not only should a man listen to him, but listen to him thoroughly. Don't cut him off. Let them say their piece. And let us say their piece from the start of the sentence to period. Don't cut them off or try to overtalk them, because that can be very rude, and that goes both ways. Because let's keep it a buck, fellas. You wouldn't want nobody, you wouldn't want nobody, you wouldn't trying to explain yourself to the female and then she overtalks you. You'll feel some kind of way because you're trying to get out the stress, or you trying to say your daily expressions of how you feel about something, but yet you're steady talking and somebody is not actively listening to you because they're over talking you. When your lady is talking or your friend, let her get it all out and then respond, because that's one thing women will test you on. They will say 2 or 3 lines, they will say 2 or 3 sentences of their problems or what's going on or with this daily friendly stuff. You just friend, and the first thing they're going to ask you is, what did I just say? And a lot of times us as fellas, because we got things going on in our mind, other things, such as money or maybe kicking it with our homeboy or things like this, you're not paying attention to your lady friend. And the first thing that's going to get her real upset is when she just told you or said a few things that's been going on in her daily life or daily agenda, and she asks you, what did she just say? And you can't even tell her. So she's saying now you being very unattentive, and we know when you're very unattentive to a woman, that's a big strike against you. Be transparent. Be able to be the one that she can see through clearly and she know who you are. Don't hide things from her. And when she expresses things, be there to give your opinions. Now, you always don't have to give your opinions, agree with her, give her solid and genuine feedback when she is saying what she has to say, and then you responding. But be transparent and also listen very thoroughly and let her get all out what she want to say, because we know women are emotional creatures, but be the bigger man sometime and just let her come with what she has to come with, and then you be the receptor of, okay, well then I'm gonna go extra to get her back comfortable. I'm gonna listen to her fully, and then when she says what she has to say, you just reply genuinely and you be transparent with it. Emotional intimacy. Create a safe space for vulnerability and connection. Sharing emotions, thoughts, and experiences foster a deeper bond. Let me repeat that. Create a safe space with emotional intimacy. Space for vulnerability and connection. Sharing emotions, thoughts, and experiences foster a deeper bond. A woman and y'all go through things, y'all might go through different things. She might have a day where they where she's at her job and she wants a promotion, and she think really she been putting in the work to get a promotion, but she don't think she's getting a fair end of the stick. She don't think that she is being considered right for a promotion, and she's still putting in the work, working to the grindstone, and that's bothering her. Or on the other hand, you have had a hard day where you got something going on with somebody in your family, maybe say your son or your grandson, and it's not even job related or work related, but maybe your grandson is acting up in school. Just throw an example out there, and it's a problem. And so now it's getting back to you and your son, and now how your lady friend is going through this with, she don't think that she is getting considered fairly at work, and she wants a job promotion and she wants more better pay, contrast to where your grandson is having problems in school, and now you trying to figure out that he's been a model student in school, but what's going on, you might have to sit down and discipline him or have a talk with him. But see, it's like y'all both sharing same circumstances that can be a little bit troubling, but as she will come to you telling you about how she thinks she's getting stiffed or she's not getting done appropriate at her job with the promotion, she also will welcome for you to come to her and tell her about how your grandson is not doing good in school right now for some reason that you don't know. All of a sudden he was doing great in school, and now all of a sudden he's been acting up, and the teacher's saying that he's acting out in class or whatever. But the moral of the story is, if she shares her problem with you, she wants you to share her problem. She wants you to share your problem with her. She want if she want an equal say in it. I share my problem with you, you share your problem with me, and we try to work it out. And that will bring a deeper bond, because now she just doesn't feel like it's one-sided. I'm always, as the woman, saying what's going on my side of the fence and what I'm having problems with, but my mate or man or the fella I'm interested in never said what's going on with him. He keeps all his personal business to himself. And she just want to be included in your life personally, as well as you're included in her life personally. Trust. Build trust through reliability, honesty, and keeping your promises. Well, you got to be, trust is a big thing with women. And I believe one of the biggest things women trust you about, or want a man show this trust, is not so much when they're around you face to face. They want to be able to trust you when you're not around them. A woman feels that she can trust a man possibly when she's not around him. Now, he's not going to go out and be a womanizer and always trying to, when she's not around, run game and holler at another woman. She wants to feel that kind of trust right there, because one thing, women are so competitive toward each other, and also she wants you to be very reliable with her. If she needs you, and she might call you in the wee hours of the morning. She might even need your assistance and want you to drop everything that you got going right then and there. And hard as that's going to be, if she does that, she expects you to react in a way where if she does call you, you come to her, you come and save the day for her. You come and help her for what she needs your assistance for, because that's how she feels. A woman, again, wants to be a center of not only your attention, but she wants you to be drop again everything you need to do. And I don't think she will do it all the time, and she understands things happen, but she wants you to show her how much she is involved, or how much that she means to you, and how much that she's a central part of your life. So again, drop everything you need to do this one time, and I'm calling you where, her car might have a flat or something like that. You might, or something might happen where you might have to leave your job as your supervisor. Hey, I gotta go because my lady friend needs me, and she needs me right now. And she expects you to respond to that. Always try to keep your promises. And if you don't think you can keep your promises, well, don't make no promises. Because you're only gonna get yourself in trouble for what you speak. You know how they used to say, if you're gonna lie, just don't say nothing at all? Perfect scenario. If you don't think that you can uphold and keep your end of the bargain with something that your lady greatly wants you to be able to complete, or be able to make it materialize, then don't put yourself in that bad predicament and say, well, I'm gonna do this, or I got you, or I'm gonna do this. I promise that this will happen. Don't worry about it. Don't put yourself in that situation, and then if you let her down, then it's gonna be a big fuss and fight over it. Because again, you promised something to her, and she might be upset that when she asks you something and you just didn't say nothing, and she figured, well, he didn't say nothing, so I don't know, I'm not going to bother him no more about it. But she's going to be more upset if you promise her something and then you fail, and you came up short on your promise, because she's sitting there and waiting. And you know what about these women too? They don't forget nothing. I mean, nothing at all. Respect. Treat her as an equal. Value her opinions and respect her boundaries. If she is an equal, and I know you're the man and we're the men and we're the leaders, but she is your equal. Value her opinions. If you got a problem, let your woman give her input about it. Sometimes let your woman even help you. Let your woman solve the problem. Not saying mean that you can't solve the problem, but a woman wants to be seen more than this. I want to get in the sack and make love to her, and then show how much her, between the sheets game is. We know that she wants to be seen more than that. A woman doesn't just want to feel like her biggest value is when you're being intimate with her, physically intimate with her. A woman feels like she is smart, she is astute, I can help my man out, I'm an equal partner to my man. Respect her boundaries too. Fellas, if you coming in one night and you feeling nice and frisky, and maybe she's tired, and maybe it's been a week or so, and at the end of that week you're still feeling frisky and she says no, respect her boundaries. Now, again, this can't be no consistent reaction, because maybe a week, but now if it goes into months, weeks until months, and then months and months, then we got a problem there. But this for a week, respect her boundaries, because she might just be tired, she might not feeling it right now. And even though I know it's going to be said, men want to do it more than women all the time. Yeah, men want to do it, but women love to do it too, Don't get it wrong. Women love to get down in the sack too, but it might just be that week that, she's just not filling up the par. She might be going through something. She might having a problem at work. She might be going through something if, y'all in a relationship and she have kids outside of y'all relationship. She might be going through something. Y'all just dating right now. She might be going through something with her baby daddy or the father of her kids. She might be going through something personally with her mom or her dad or anything like that. Respect her boundaries. Don't blow your top because it's been a week and you coming in, like I said, feeling all revved up, feeling good, turned up, and now, you want to get your lady in between the sheets and get your jollies on, and she says no. Don't worry about it. Let's say things happen, but now it can't be persistently, it can't be consistently like that. That's when you're going to have to give, or that's when you got to sit back and assess what's really going on. But respect her boundaries. Affection. Show physical and verbal affection, such as hugs, kisses, and loving words, to make her feel desired and cherished. Well, I know fellas, when your fellas around, you look at, you don't want to hug your lady friend, or you don't want to tell her how beautiful she is, because you'll let your homeboy feed into that stereotype where you're soft and things like that. But nah, you're not soft. Now, I'm not saying doing it to every lady, but if that's your one lady you interested in, hug her. Tell her you love her. You still a dude, you still solid, you still a G. But that's your lady. That's what women love. They want to be told how much, they mean to you. They want you to feel affectionate sometimes. Now, I'm not saying you got to just straight up be all over them all the time, but this, every time you see them trying to grab on them and keep them close to you. But, tell them you love them. Give them a peck on the cheek or something like that. Kiss them on the top of the head, something like that. And sometimes even show that affection a little bit when there's an audience around. Because a woman digs that you do that when it's just you and her, but she will be overwhelmed full of admiration and adore you if you do it amongst an audience, especially in front of your homeboys, who she figured that you're trying to be, so hard and macho in front of them. And I'm going to keep it a buck with you too. A lot of times, the ones that's getting on you and ridiculing you about, hey man, you too soft and you doing this, when you got your lady in front of them, or you with your lady in their presence, man, when you not around, they doing the exact same thing that they getting on you about with their lady. That's just a lot of talk. But yeah, give her hugs and kisses. Take her hand and walk with her. Show her that you love her. Tell her how much she means to you. Show her that, that she makes you feel good. And you're here to make her feel good. Show her that, that she's the apple of your eye. Quality time. Make time or meaningful interactions, whether it's a date night, a shared activity, or simply spending time together without distractions. Let me repeat that. Quality time. Make time for meaningful interactions, whether it's a date night, a shared activity, or simply spending time together without distractions. And the date night can go out, but a woman is, you can just sit home with your lady friend, watch a nice movie, cook a nice meal, cuddle up on the couch, put a little blanket, and just sit there and watch the movie and be attentive with it, And when you're watching a movie, don't be all over. You got time when the light goes out to try to go and do what you're going to do, as far as getting intimate. And maybe that night it wasn't fun to be intimate. Just chill with her and cuddle with her and hold her. Everything doesn't have to be sexual and has to be intercourse right then and there, because that can get old. Take her out on a date night. Go to a movie. Y'all sit down, get the paper, see a good matinee, and see a good movie that y'all have in common. Go to a comedy show. See Mike Epps, somebody like that. See Cat Williams. You dig what I'm saying? Things like that. Check out some good comedians. Have some fun. But take her out and show her that she's not only your lover, but show her she's a good friend, because when you're in a relationship with a woman, a lot of times that's the most solid part of it. And a lot of times when you're in a relationship with a woman, that's your best friend, not only your lover, that is your best friend, because y'all spend so much time together, especially when y'all get deep rooted into the relationship, that you're not around your friends or your partners all the time no more, and she's not around her lady friends. So, spend quality time together, but don't make everything to be physical where you got to be having sex. That will come. Share time where you can laugh and talk about things and relish the quality time that you have together. That's how you build a bond, and a connection will grow stronger. Feeling cherished. Go the extra mile to show her you care. Whether it's a small thought, full of gestures, remembering important dates, or actively listening to her concerns. Let me say this again. Feeling cherished. Go the extra mile to show her that you care. Whether it's a small, thoughtful gestures, remembering important dates, or actively listening to her concerns. Just make sure that you do this, fellas, and I think it'll be a big thing. Do what you have to do to show your woman that you love her. Don't worry about all the outside distractions. Don't worry about all the outside opinions. If you want to send your lady friend flowers a lot at her job, and y'all in a relationship, and the people at her job know you're in a relationship, do that. Now, also, I would chime in and say this. Tell her, because you always got people that looking and going to have opinions. Tell her to tell the boss that you're dating somebody seriously and you're in a relationship, and this is not no word or stalker like thing. But do what you have to do to get your lady where you need to get her. Remember dates. Remember the first time y'all met. Remember the first time y'all kissed. Remember the first time that y'all went out and bought a certain commemorative product or something like that. Remember the first time that, y'all had y'all first drink together, where it's a glass of wine, Remember y'all anniversary, the first time where the place y'all actually met, where it was a relationship. Maybe y'all met on a dating site. Maybe y'all met at, a play on opera like that. Keep all of them in your head if you got to write down, because women are traditional at loving a man that remember commemorative times and monumental times of their relationship, from where they met to you can even go this far. Remember the first time where y'all actually got intimate, Remember the first time where y'all even had y'all first argument. Remember all that, because even though that's negative, it's still, she looking at it's important to you, and that when y'all had y'all argument, y'all was able to fix it. But remember things that, that seems not big, but you have to pay attention to detail. Small gestures, always grab her hand and walk with us. Sometimes, open the door for her. It's nothing wrong with chivalry no more. Hey man, sometimes, even let your woman jump on your back and walk with her. Show that you strong and manly. Because through all of this, a woman still wants to feel protected, and she doesn't feel no more protected than when a man acts strongly with her without carrying her, carrying her on his back or something like that. Things like that, Always actively listen to her concerns. Always, and I'm talking about the smallest, tedious concern. Listen to what she said. Do not feel like, oh, are you going overboard about this? That's how you are coming back at the female when she telling you this. Because, peeps and fellas, when it comes to women, everything is emotional and everything is important, even the littlest things. and they can get all bent out of shape about any little thing, especially if you're a man and you're not paying attention to her. So, this, a lot of times women's psyche is very fragile. So you got to stand strong and hold solid with them. 7 things that make a woman happy in a relationship. I just gave you a few of my opinions. Please, people, connect with me. Give me some feedback on the comments, positive or negative, because I'm always willing to learn something new. 7 things that makes a woman happy in a relationship. 2 cents. This is my podcast. I'm Nino. Thank you.